Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be across this beautiful blue-green globe of ours. Welcome to Real News Live. It is a Tell the Truth Wednesday. I'm your host, Mike Barra in Seattle, Washington. Once again, please check the audio for me. I don't know what the issue was yesterday, but I've tried to fix it. So if anybody can tell me if the audio is better, then that would be nice to know. And of course, we had video problems a couple days ago. So anyway, I guess really the only significant update of any kind is, Mark Z got back from his Truther conference in Nashville. He's got another one. Video. It's like, how can there be any problem with my fucking video? I mean, it's perfect right here. What the fuck? Jesus Christ. Okay, now let's see if this fixes the video. There shouldn't be any problem whatsoever. There is no Vaseline on the lens. I can see myself clear as day here. Now it's working. I don't understand what's going on. All right. Mark met with Charlie Ward and Wanda Savin and people like that in Nashville. He's going to do another show tonight in Charlotte, so he's not going to be doing an evening podcast tonight. But basically, what he said is that there's a whole lot of political stuff that's going to happen in the next 2 weeks. Well, I love Mark and I trust him, but how often have we heard that shit in the last 2 years? Basically every week. Oh, the next 2 weeks. Boom, 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 boom. So I don't know. Why did I not get invited to Nashville? I don't know. I'm not considered really a patriot, part of the patriot movement. I'm considered the alien guy. Just like on Ancient Aliens, I'm generally considered the Mars moon guy. So, it's like, it's bizarre. I watch these shows, whether it's Ancient Aliens or one of the other shows, and they'll have Nick and Dick Dolan, commenting on engineering, and I'm like, I'm the engineer, and I get a couple of small snippets, and they're having them cite off all this stuff about Schauberg and all these people have written books about. I don't get it. I don't get why it's like a typecasting niche or something. I don't know. Also, you have to understand, if I was there at that event, I would have told the truth, and the truth is, I would have called out people like Juan, and people that claim to be on the inside for not doing enough, for not doing anything that matters or makes a difference or moves the ball up the field. So, I don't think I'd be welcome there, to be honest with you, because I would be the one saying this shit's gone on long enough. We don't have any more patience, and so I'll probably do Mark's show tomorrow night. Unless something happens, and I'll trust him to disseminate the information as he's allowed to do so. He said, don't freak out about what you hear in the news. Well, that indicates some really bad stuff is going to be coming down in the news. So we shall wait and see what that is. But at this point, I don't know. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. Have to wait and see what Mark has to say about it. In terms of a movement on the financial end of things, there is none. Iraq is frozen solid. They've been given allegedly permission to go. They have not gone. They are not apparently on the brink of going. The broker has not communicated with me since yesterday, when he once again indicated that there are going to be tier 2 and tier 3 payouts coming. So those have yet to happen. Mark does have whales, friends that are whales that are in Reno, and they have not been paid yet. So again, we kind of stay in the same place. We haven't moved at all. Nothing really happening on the financial end of things. Carrie Cassidy also calls Juan Savin out. Well, that's okay. Now Mark's met him, and so Mark and I can now have a point of reference. I do believe Mark's been given a schedule, but he can't say what it is. So, they brought him in because they trust him. They probably wouldn't trust me. Even if they were aware of me, they probably don't trust me because they know that I'm going to tell people the truth. So, you know who I am? If you ever see the movie Watchmen, I'm Rorschach, okay? I'm just like, no, let's just kill them all. That's me. That's me. So, you need me on that. You want me on that wall. You need me on that wall, but you can't trust me. Can't trust me to play the game because I'm not going to play any games. I'm just going to go straight to the truth. Okay, so a few things in the news. Joe Biden was in Israel is in Israel, and he gave a speech. And hang on, let me check my Twitter. There might be video of this where he talks about the honor of the Holocaust.
I will once more return to the hollow ground of Yad Vashem to honor 6 million Jewish lives were stolen in a genocide, and continue, which we must do every day, continue to bear witness. To keep alive the truth and honor of the Holocaust, horror of the Holocaust, honor those we lost. I will once more return to the hollow ground of Yad Vashem. Honor 6 million Jewish lives were stolen in a genocide, and continue, which we must do every day, continue to bear witness. To keep alive the truth and honor of the Holocaust, horror of the Holocaust, honor those we lost.
The truth and honor of the Holocaust. That's Joe fucking Biden. What a complete crackpot loser he is. Look, don't kid yourself for a minute. Don't kid yourself for a minute that these people would not like to exterminate us, just the way the Germans tried to exterminate the Jews. And please also don't forget that the number of people killed in the Holocaust was not 6 million Jews. It was 20 million. 13 million were Gypsies, Slavics, other racial minorities. My own people, the Hungarians, were exploited. So there was actually a lot more, but all we ever hear about is the Jews because of the state of Israel, and fair enough. But, Joe Biden, absolutely complete clown on the world stage. Once again, completely embarrassing the United States, and the shit show just keeps going on. Well, remember Democratic Representative Katie Hill. Sorry, I meant to say Katie Hobbs. Katie Hill, who had a girlfriend and a husband, and she resigned following news of a failed throuple relationship and naked bong parties. She's got pictures. Remember, there was all these pictures of her brushing the hair of her girlfriend. And now she's filed bankruptcy. Former Representative Katie Hill, who owes roughly $220,000 in attorney fees to two news outlets and two conservative journalists after an unsuccessful lawsuit in a California state court, has filed for bankruptcy. Hill later sued the journalists and news outlets involved in reporting the truth, that she's a whore, arguing they violated their right to privacy. However, a California state court sided with the defendants in that case. They invoked California law and argued Hill's lawsuit sought to punish them for asserting their First Amendment constitutional rights to speak freely. A judge ruled that my naked body was in the public interest. Well, pretty much. You took the pictures, you put them out there. And again, this is not Toxically Masculine Tuesday, but I don't think there should be any laws protecting any man or woman that sends nudes over the internet. You voluntarily took the pictures. You voluntarily shared them. Once they go onto the internet, they're in the public square. There's no more right to privacy. Just Deal with it, Katie. Deal with it, Katie. You lost. Now you're broke. All right. In other news, Tina Peters, the Colorado woman who challenged the Secretary of State in Colorado and had the election. She's the one who stood with Mike Lindell under threat of violence and being persecuted by the Colorado Attorney General, is now challenging Colorado's unbelievable Secretary of State primary election results, where a no-name Zuckerberg candidate came out of nowhere, made up a 35% vote deficit, and won the primary. It's obviously more of a more election theft. Emerald Robinson discussed the truly ridiculous primary race results, and basically said that, you know, the results were completely unbelievable, and Tina Peters obviously won. Now, this can only do us good in one sense. If it is successful, it can prove that there was election fraud in Colorado. That doesn't do, however, anything from my perspective involved with the 2020 election fraud, except to prove that the fraud still exists. But now we're headed into 2022. Tina Peters is not going to be on the ballot. And, you know, once again, it's taking forever for any of this stuff to happen. Another comment, too, I'd like to make about this, guys, is that we keep hearing, oh, wait till the Hunter Biden laptop comes out. Well, it's out. Is it making a difference? Nope. People that are entrenched Biden supporters are still entrenched Biden supporters. They're still psychotics. They're still nuts. It's not making any difference. So when Mark says, oh, all this stuff is going to come out in the media, well, my response to that is, so what? Unless it changes things, unless it pushes people to get out on the streets and call for revolution and overthrow of this fraud government, won't make any difference. So I'm not one who thinks that political revelations are going to do anything. I don't think they're going to amount to anything. So, now, as far as anything else going on, guys, I remain very sad and depressed. I can't see that changing anytime soon. I'm just gonna. People have said you don't need to do a show. I agree. There's not a lot going on, so I don't need to do a show. Obviously, you don't have Jen here to partner with me this week either, and I don't know when Jen will be back. But I can just say this, that the only way that I can get out of this is to continue to just sort of chug through life. And these shows are not great. It's not my finest work, but I'm doing my best. And that's all anybody can do when you lose, you know, a family member, when you lose somebody you love so much. So that's kind of all I have to say about it. In other news, there really isn't a whole lot of it. I think that we are in a waiting pattern. According to this various charts, I think that this holiday ends soon and lasts 4 days, coming to an end the 13th of July. So yeah, today is the last day for this holiday in Iraq. So if there is going to be any movement on the Iraq currency, if it was being held, as some people speculated, if it was being held, the revaluation is being held as a gift to the Iraqi people, then today or tomorrow is the day. And we shall have to wait and see on that one. Okay. Please do not forget to patronize our wonderful sponsors, the CBD Gurus, thecbdgurus.com. They are wonderful people. They produce wonderful products. Simply go to thecbdgurus.com or call, excuse me, 612-412-8343. We can get all kinds of cool products like the Delta 8 gummies and the bath bombs and the CBD soaps. Maybe I need to take Maybe I need to take a CBD bath bomb or something to heal myself. Don't forget, you can go to the wholesale section, go down to the Mike B Wholesale, click on it, type in the code running across the bottom of your screen, Alien, ALIEN, and you can pick up this week's special. We've got the Miracle Gold 3000 on special for $49. We've got the 1200 milligram immunity CBD soft gels. We've got the full spectrum gummies. We've got the pet oil. And we've got the Pain Freeze roll-on and the pain cream, in addition to other items on sale. And for each order of $100 or more, you receive 40,000 Vietnamese dong. 40,000 dong, which, if it were revalued at 47 cents, would add up to a reasonable amount of money. What would it be? Let's see. Somebody out there can probably already do the math. 0.47 times. Yeah, it'd be $18,000, $18,800. So go for it. Go to the CBDgurus.com, order from the wholesale page. If you don't order from the wholesale page, if you want to buy another product that's from the main page, it's not part of the wholesale, go right ahead. Just let them know, make sure they know that you found the CBDgurus.com through the Mike Bara podcast. Okay, guys, let's go to the phones and talk about what you guys want to talk about. If anything, good vibes. Thank you. Lanny is patiently holding the line in Colorado. And again, thank you to everybody who's contributed. You've really helped me a lot here. At least I don't have to worry about money on top of everything else. Yeah, Mark said we have to be ready for a real shit show from the Dems and to stay calm and be prepared. It's hard to smile when your heart's been broken into. That is true. Some of this is starting to get to Laura. I'm tired of the BS and I want to fight back, take out the WEF and the UN and the NWO. Yep, we all do. West Coast Wizard might be McAfee. I don't know. I don't remember if Jen ever gave us any information about him. So it's hot as hell in Phoenix. It's 115. Okay. Audio is good. Picture scramble. We managed to fix the picture. Swear the deep state demons are messing with everyone. Yep, I think I tend to agree. So, are we having solar flares? Not that I'm aware of. Not that I'm aware of. A lot of great now. Great sound today too. Okay, just a bunch of comments about how everything's great. 5x5, that's good. Kicking the can down the road again, maybe. Hope not. Well, yeah, it's cost me a lot, but it hasn't cost me everything. So. Wow, the 15th. I think I'm filming something for Fox Nation in 2 days. I don't know. Richard Dolan. We love you, Mike, is the alien guy. We know who you are. Don't play their games. Got it. Hi, everybody. Hi, Sarah. Well, you know. Carrie Cassidy also says I'm a M&M eating reptilian. So, what did happen to Buck Fiden and Tuggy? We don't know. I do not know. Yeah, Jen needs it. I need it. Dave is recovering finally from the COVID that I apparently gave him. So. I don't put powdered sugar on dog shit. I do not. I do not. Inflation is the highest since 1980. It's wonderful that the communists when an executive order is issued to prevent our country from being the world's #1 energy producer. And again, how can this continue to go on? What's the point? What's the point? How is the national debt total going? Oh, it's got to be pretty terrible. I haven't looked at it in a while. Mike, it's just way past time to act in the open. Layla, thank you. That's really sweet of you to call me handsome. I appreciate that. Young cutie like you. Ron Davidoff. Ron, thank you for everything. Thank you. I should actually get closer to the mic so people can hear me. God, let this be over soon. Yep. Hitler was a Rothschild bastard baby, from what I heard. That's what why he used for their agenda. He also typed Mein Kampf on a Rothschild supplied typewriter when he was in prison. Today I had a chance to look at the Secret Service badge versus the U.S. Marshals badge. Those guys that were with the molester, their badges looked to be Marshals. Again, so what? Until you fucking drag the guy by the throat off to prison, try him in public, and then take him out back and do the Nikolai Ceausescu routine to him. Doesn't matter, does it? The fuck is he doing over there if they all capitulated to Trump? Yeah, good point. Pretending to be the president still. Yeah, naked, sitting on a chair in her office. Yeah. Actually, it was a couch. I remember the picture. Yeah, I don't think he has a lot of intel anymore, but we'll see what he told Mark, if anything. Check out the Colorado graphs on the primary, obvious and blatant theft. Yeah, but again, if nobody does anything about it, military has to come in and arrest people. Yeah, they will never change their minds. So whose hearts and minds are we trying to win over at this point? Yeah, well, I think I am a little better than I was a couple days ago, but that doesn't make me good. So, what do I think of Star Trek Continues? Well, it was pretty good. It felt like Star Trek, and the acting is better than, like, the guy Tom something who played Spock did a much better job than Ethan Peck does in Star Trek Strange New Worlds. And it was weird because Vic Mignogna doesn't really have the presence of William Shatner, but it felt like Star Trek. And most of the story ideas were derivative of Star Trek. They weren't anything new, but it was, I thought, very entertaining. And except for a few idiot things like having a ship's counselor on board, I think Vic just wanted to nail the girl who played the counselor. I thought it was very well done, and after a while, it started to feel like I was watching Star Trek episodes. So I liked it. Full spectrum gummies help you sleep. Well, good for you. CBDgurus.com. Code ALIEN. Heard somebody talk about how Congress backhandedly opened the way for a gold-backed currency this month. Well, we shall see. Yeah, but the thing is, she's not here with me anymore. So that's just the reality of it. What do I think about Bradley Cooper dating Huma Abedin? Bradley Cooper, let me tell you for a fact, is not on our team. He's on Kevin Spacey's team, if you know what that means. So anything about Bradley Cooper and girls is fake. Yeah, that was a good show. It was UFOs Uncovering the Truth or something. Yeah, but there's not a lot of follow-up on it anywhere. So I found that interesting. Strange New Worlds is don't confuse Strange New Worlds sucking less than Discovery with it being good. It's not good. It's terrible. So, all right, guys, that's going to do it. Thanks for being here. I'll be back tomorrow. I don't know. I might, if there's not news, I might skip tomorrow and just do Mark Z's podcast in the evening. I don't know. As things stand now, if there's anything of any major significance to report, I will be back with a live stream. Don't forget to go to mikebarrett.blogspot.com to catch all the latest news. Don't forget to patronize our wonderful sponsors, thecbdgurus.com. Let them know you heard about them from us. Give them some business. Send them some love. Love you guys. Have a good one, and I'll see everyone